Advocate Dali Mpofu's defection from the economic freedom fighters to MKP is trending today. We speak to the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon to the viewers.
Sir, I saw that Advocate Mpofu claimed that he secretly set up MK with former President Jacob Zuma. I'm sure you have something to say about that.
Definitely. Advocate Dali Mpofu, I think I would say bluntly that he's a liar. Dali Mpofu was not part of the formation of uMkhonto weSizwe party. Maybe he's talking about the uMkhonto weSizwe veterans. Maybe he was part of that, but not the MK party. The MK party was formed by myself with other 6 comrades who I was consulting with when we wanted to start the registration of the party. Mr. Mpofu only came in when we were having, I think, a meeting after the launch in Hyde Park at Mr. Zuma's daughter's house. That's when Zuma introduced me to Mr. Mpofu, that this is the man that registered uMkhonto weSizwe. And that's when we started to engage about the formation of uMkhonto weSizwe. He was never there. He was nowhere until at that time. And the second time we met was in Pietermaritzburg, when he was preparing for the case to go and to defend Mr. Zuma for his case. From there, we were meeting because he attended all our meetings. He was there. He became member of uMkhonto weSizwe even before he joined uMkhonto weSizwe. Was most of the time, every time we had our meeting, he was there. And sometimes Mr. Zuma would ask him to share the meetings, but he was never a founder or anything else like that.
Now, sir, do you think he was part of the plot to hijack your party?
Definitely. Zuma and Mpofu and some other comrades within uMkhonto that joined us. In actual fact, the people that joined us were the ones that were plotting to hijack uMkhonto weSizwe. They started this a long time ago. I could feel it and I could tell, but I was not silent. I've always asked questions. If there's something wrong that I see that is not okay, I will ask them, why is this being happening? And Mr. Zuma will always tell me, no, don't worry, we'll sort it out. Don't get angry. But what is happening now is showing exactly the things that I was feeling, that there was something fishy happening. And Mr. Mpofu was part of the whole plot. In actual fact, at some point, I thought he was working towards destroying MK party. And what happened is that they ganged up against me and said that I want to deregister uMkhonto weSizwe. They called me to Nkandla. When I got there, there was a lot of people, even other people who were driving cars using blue lights when they were not police. And on that day, that's the day when they pointed guns on me. In actual fact, they had a chase on me, on my car, banging my car with guns, and all of that in Ishawe. When I was called, because Mr. Zuma on that day called me because he said they told him I want to deregister uMkhonto weSizwe. Then I went to his house. We had some discussions, and he said to me, please add some people into the not CIPRO document, into IEC document on the founding members. I said to him, who are those people? He gave me the names. Then on the letter he put a wrong name. He said JB Khumalo. I said, no, I'm not JB Khumalo. I won't sign this document. Then, because of that, we had to drive to a shower to get that fixed, that initials. Then the electricity was gone. And I remember on that day, I had to be leaving KZN for Johannesburg. But when we got to a shower, that's where they started pointing guns on me and using blue lights. And from there, that's when I saw there was a problem. And I went back to Zuma and I said to him, I've been pointed at gunpoint and all of that. What do you say? He said to me, don't get angry. You must be cool all the time. So, and that was not the last. Again, it happened, but I just kept quiet, and then they hijacked the party. And if you could see now, all the people that are in the MK party, they were never there. They never cared about MK. The people that cared about MK, who did the motor gates and all of that, they are forgotten now. They are far from MK. When they talk, when they ask questions, they are told to leave the MK. When those people use their own money to make sure that MK grows to where it is now, the people that are leading MK now never even put a cent for any programs of the MK party up until the election. Even on the eve of the elections, you'll go to the voting stations, those people that are now called the rebellions against MK, they were there using their money to feed the party agents, to drive party agents from point A to point B. And the people that are there now, they are in parliament. They are now honorables. But did they do anything about MK? No, they didn't. But because they are cronies of Jacob Zuma, they are now in parliament. And the people that were fired from parliament, the 18 people, they've done nothing at all. Just because Zuma wanted his friends to be in parliament, to be so-called honorables, he fired those guys. He fired in actual everybody that was in the formation of uMkhonto weSizwe. Those people that were fighting to get uMkhonto to where it is, he fired them. What they're saying that these people that they fire, they're saying they are Khumaro's, what you call it, comrades. When these people, they came and joined MK because they loved MK. And people voted because of those people. They saw those people on the list, they voted. And they said, these are people, we want them to go to parliament and help us. Today, those people are called thugs by people who were not even anywhere when the uMkhonto weSizwe was formed.
So who is the real power now in MK and the real power behind MK?
No one. The MK doesn't have a head, doesn't have leadership. It needs leadership. There's no leadership in the MK. It's just a hollow party for now. Shame to those who are leaving Malema because they think that they will come into MK, they'll find a leadership. There's no leadership. In actual fact, MK is collapsing because the people that are there, they don't have the interest of the people of South Africa. They have their own interests. They've got their own agendas. They're not working for South African people. South Africa, we've got a problem of takarism. We've got a problem of extortion. People who are taking money to say, I will secure you if you pay me. And there are some people that are paying certain people now to keep their positions, which is very wrong. And MK was not formed to make certain people rich, but that is what is happening now. People are jumping into MK because they're saying it's a free ride. As long as you are close to Zuma, then you must ride into MK. Then you'll get a position, and then they will fire someone that is supposed to be there. with the right position. So that is the problem.
So you don't have much faith in the future of MKP as it is now, despite Floyd Shivambu and others joining.
I pity Floyd Shivambu. He should have stayed with Malema. They could be able to raise or grow their party. They're trying to finish EFF. But let me say this. When we started MK Party, we had discussions. That was in July. That we want to talk to all the African parties to join forces so that we become one voice. And we started that, and Zuma was championing that. And I had no problem with that. I was happy. And meetings started, and they were attending those meetings. One of the boys that was attending was Mozi in Chingila, was attending those meetings. Because we wanted to say, before the elections, let's join hands, let's come together. When we go to the to the elections, we are in one voice, so that we take over the government and start fixing the country. Because we believe that as African parties, we are having the same agenda of liberating our country to get the freedom. But that did not happen. And what is happening now, the champion of that problem is now taking people from these parties and moving them to MK. Instead of creating a home for everybody, a one party that is stronger in South Africa, is now destroying the other parties. People are moving from EFF, from all these other small parties into MK. Instead of creating a strong party in the MK, they are also again making sure that they are destroying people that they find in the MK. They fighting when they tell them to leave the MK if they don't listen to them. What is it? We are not building, we are destroying.
So I remember you telling me that it was a huge issue for you to keep people linked to corruption out of MK. And once the party was out of your hands, then that started happening. People who had been accused of corruption were brought in.
Well, I think the whole of the top structure of MK is with those people. They are the ones that have taken over, but they are not in MK to assist or to work for the people. They are in there to fight their battles. You can see now others are applying to impeach the former judge Mkhweng because of their own problems that they had. That's not what MK is about. MK was formed to liberate the people, to make sure that the African people get what they've always asked, that the leadership or the power of or the parties must do in parliament to change the laws that are keeping them in the bushes there, keeping them in the dark, no water, no lights, no food, and we are losing. Even the agriculture is dead. Our people are hungry because there's no party that is looking after those things. Water is essential for our people, but no party is working towards making sure that they get the solution, get water to the people. Electricity is so expensive. Our people are only earning 2,500. How are they going to buy an electricity where you pay 1,000 rand and you get only 71 units for 500 rand? So it means that person must pay electricity and he must not eat because he use all the 2,500 to buy the electricity. That is a problem. The water. Our people are drinking dirty water. I can tell you something in Mpumalanga. The water is smelling. We've got parties. We've got people like Dali Mpofu who are coming up and lying to people that he was a founder. He's supposed to be talking about what needs to happen to assist the people of South Africa to get clean water, not to eat, to drink smelling water from the tap. It's even better for those people who are getting the water from the river, but you are getting water from the tap and it's smelling. You can't, even when you bath, it gives you bad bubbles. It's crazy. But we have people that are taking over MK and they want to fight their battles. They want, like this or that white man now, who has a 4 million scam of diamond. He's saying openly, he's giving people money. What is that money for? What was it to be used for? If he took those millions and gave it to a company to build boreholes in the rural areas to get people to get water, and if we went to China and bought the, what we call this thing for the lights, for the electricity, to get people to get lights, those monies would have made a difference in our country. But it's not making difference because they're giving them to certain people to make their lavish life, to get happy and do whatever they want to do. And then after that, they come back and then fight against the people who wants to make difference in the communities. By the way, just on Saturday, somebody told me that I was in Nkomazi, in Mpumalanga. I've never been there, but they told me I gave those people boreholes alongside with Malema, and I'm still looking for Mr. Malema's cell phone, so I need to call him and say, bro, you said you gave people boreholes and you were with me. Can we do it now? I think let's do it in reality, because people, they're saying that we did it. Now let's do it, because those people, they need water. Maybe that was a prophecy that we must go there together and do it. I'm challenging Mr. Malema, or I'm asking him to come with me. Those people must take us to Nkomazi and we must give them the boreholes. We must find money and give them the boreholes, because people in South Africa, they need boreholes now. Everywhere we don't have water. People need water.
So have you had any contact with Mr. Zuma since you lost the party?
Well, we had contact through family, not personal. No, not anymore.
And what has his attitude been towards you, sir?
He's bitter. Zuma is always bitter. And he said he will die bitter and die angry. And that is why he's making all these mistakes, because he's angry. When you are angry, you don't think right. You don't think straight. So if he wants to die angry, he will never sort out the problems of South Africa. And we thought that he will do better for this country, but he will never do that, because he's angry. You can't do anything when you are angry.
What is his anger all about, sir?
I wish I could find out. Because every time he talks about Ramaphosa, he talks about that and that. Everyone that he worked with, and there was anything that happened, he's angry about it. He's never finished. So I don't know when is he going to stop, or will he ever get cooled down to say, now I'm no longer angry to anybody. But he's very angry to Ramaphosa. In actual fact, I know that many people are angry at Ramaphosa, but I think he's the most angrier to Ramaphosa.
How do you feel about the government of national unity, sir?
I think it's a joke. For me, it's a joke. People of South Africa, they need a government that is clean, a government that is that needs to work towards helping them. GNU has done nothing for the people. They are only trying to safeguard their positions in the government. They're only making noise in the parliament. There is not one single problem since they've been together as a GNU. Not one. Stenhazen is a minister of agriculture. Agriculture is dead. Since he came in, I've never seen even one project that he has sponsored. Not one. or him going to the agricultural land, seeing people doing things, helping the people. No, I feel that South Africa needs people that loves people of South Africa, people that will that have a heart to assist, not people who wants to be named honorable and then they stay in those aircon offices and everything. People, when you are a minister, you must go down. I've been running around the country. I have seen all government agricultural land is dead. The cows, there is no cows. The grass is high. It is, and even the tractors are standing there. You can see, but there's nothing happening. People have land. They need seeds. There are no seeds anymore. Before there was people who were getting seeds to plow. Now no one is doing that. We have a Department of Agriculture, and people are busy hiring their own people, because when you get in, you want to buy, you should hire your own people that will say "bas" to you or "baba" to you. Those are things that people are concerned about. They are not concerned about the real issues of the people. That is why I'm saying GNU will never work, and I don't think it will ever.
So what does the future hold for you? You are still fighting legal battles.
Well, yes. And I want to say that I don't know in English how I can put it, but in my culture, when you want your stick to be stronger, you hide it somewhere and keep it there, because the day you take it out is the day you are going to make a difference with it. So I'm waiting for that day, and I'm working on that day to have that day, and that will be the day that will change South Africa.
Thank you. That was the real founder of MKP, Mr. Jabulani Khumalo, speaking to BizNews, and I'm Christine.